Well, we're here at the waste processing plant, and I went in, sold some of the stuff that we've picked up, and I really wanted to find some work from the guys there, and all I could find was the mechanic in there asked me for some tools, and I did give them to him. Which puts my financial situation just slightly above tragic, but yeah, I also took the AK-5C away from him because no, it's just no. It looks a bit too silly. I mean, it was fun while it lasted, but it looks a little bit silly. And I did get rid of the companion, or the other mercenary that I was here with, in exchange for well, not really exchange. I didn't leave him with a little bit of the gear we've collected. But we did kind of save his life, so I didn't leave him with too much. I don't know why I said in exchange, not what I meant. Alright, so I couldn't find anything else work-related, I'm afraid, and the mercs aren't particularly fond of hip either, so I reckon we should get out of here while we can. And by that I don't mean that the mercs are going to start shooting me in the back. By that I mean, like, it's still pretty outside and visibility is good. So let's get out of here and head towards that ship I hear so much about. I do have a mission to get there, but I also have a different kind of mission. I found a VSS by an American company called Rifle Dynamics. At least I think it's an American company. The difference between that VSS and the one made by, well, the Russians. I forgot. Is it Uralzavod? Is it Kalashnikov Concern? Is it? I really don't know who makes the VSS that we have in the zone. Like, I know who invented it, but it could be made and manufactured by Zastava Arms from Serbia/Yugoslavia, for all I know. I'm pretty sure they know how to make it as well. Or at least they have the pattern and blueprint somewhere. They might not, but for all I know, like, my point is they could be made by anyone. I really need to check. I don't know off the top of my head, but my point is, right, the difference between... Whoa! What the hell is that? Ouch. My brain. Okay. Can I get down here? Is this safe at least? Yeah, seems like it. Okay. The difference, which I hope I'll now finally be able to get into, is that the one by Rifle Dynamics can have a grenade launcher mounted at the bottom, sort of in the underbarrel position, and it comes default with a laser sight, or a laser pointer on the left or the right side of the barrel, kind of like this AK does. And on the other side, I think, is a flashlight. But don't hold me to my word about the flashlight thing. It basically comes fully kitted out with a grenade launcher, and the biggest sacrifice I had to choose from between an AK weapon, or any kind of AK weapon, well, any kind of modern AK weapon, and a VSS, was the grenade launcher, right? So the VSS had the caliber, which was honestly better suited for the zone. 9x39 is just superior in every way, except for cost and availability, which, there's a lot to be said for cost and availability, yes, but at the same time, it is just better. I mean, it's... Hello? Okay. It's better at dealing with mutants, it's quiet, it's better for medium range combat. It just outperforms 545 and 556. It might not have the same armor penetration capability, though I haven't seen it. You know, I haven't seen this amazing armor penetration capability of 556 AP rounds, nor 545. I've yet to witness that, and I've been firing it for a while, so yeah. I feel like that's a little bit overrated, and the sheer damage and kinetic power behind 9x39 seems to be a little bit, well, underrated, if I'm honest. So, yeah, it was kind of a trade between get the better caliber or get the very useful option of mounting a grenade launcher to the AK, which is why I now have a rifle with neither. Wow, it's not quite like that, but between that and the AK was between the VSS and the AK-12 specifically. Those were the biggest differences, and those I think were the finest rifles I've had up until now. This one I picked up for the foregrip because I wanted to test it out to see if it's any better, and honestly, I'm not disliking it. But now it turns out I can have my cake and eat it too. So that, obviously, to me is very exciting. I think there's a monolith patrol up there in the ranger station, so let's get out of there. Line of fire, I mean, not really line of fire, but let's get out of here in general and avoid them. And head down here towards probably the mutants. Yes. Very smart, of course. But jokes aside, I'm on a very important mission, one that shall yield me millions upon millions. Eventually, when I complete it. Now, when I'm going to do that is another matter altogether. I see that, really. I also know I have a friend over here, and that he's being attacked by terrors of the night. In broad daylight, but terrors of the night nonetheless. Yeah, the more I think about those things, the more I think they're scarier than... He might shoot the door off, but it's me! The dog's fine. The dog's not gonna bite me, is it? Stalker. Just a stalker. Man, what the hell were you shooting for? You almost killed me. Okay, can you answer a few questions? Where did you get the dog? That's Lassie. Okay. Lassie? Mate, I don't think Lassie's... I don't think Lassie's feeling all that well. Okay, so you live in this garbage can, it's an arc, you do well to remember that. I think Lassie just passed away. I really do. That's That's highly unfortunate, but apparently you do have puppies with her. Not with her in that sense, but although, I really don't know. Okay, what the hell? Snorks from the southern plateau. Something is clear. There must be a collective mind of sorts. Okay. Do you need any help? Deal with the snorks at the southern plateau. Find a new shotgun. Okay, I'll deal with the snorks at the southern plateau. And I will find you a new shotgun. Feel like that's the least I could do, considering you're now probably going to be a man in grieving, as they say. Sorry about your dog, I really am. Like, that is... yeah. Nasty business. Okay. So. Are those actual tasks, or, Find basic tools. Benefactor. Ah, here it is. Get in the teleporter anomaly on the hill. Help Noah find a new rifle. Noah wants an arm cell protector so he can rest easy at night. That's the one I've confused in the past with the Pancor jackhammer. The one that, well, you know, the... Okay, come here for a second. Once again, attack enemies on sight. No, yeah, never mind. I already told you how to behave, and you're just not listening, apparently. I did just shoot something, though, and probably killed it. Ah, it's just a flesh. Alright. It looked a bit bigger from over there, I suppose. An arm cell protector. Okay. Jesus Christ. It's still not a great weapon. I mean, it's not bad. It's not the Pancor jackhammer, which doesn't exist and, well, shouldn't exist. There's only two built, right? And then neither of them worked properly. And yet, yeah, never mind. There's clones of them, apparently. 3D printed carbon copies is what they are. At least that's what I tell myself to help myself sleep at night. I refuse to believe someone with actual gun manufacturing knowledge and capabilities continues to produce those. It's just, no. My hatred for that weapon is on par with my hatred for the caliber 40 Smith & Wesson. Hip, where are you? I was just about to make a great joke about how if you're quiet enough, you can hear the 40 Smith & Wesson owners reeing in the background. I'll explain my position on 40 Smith & Wesson to you now as punishment for running off again. You see, it's not a terrible caliber. There's nothing necessarily wrong with it. It's not like it's a useless caliber that's... well, okay. I go back on that statement. It is a little bit of a useless caliber, but it's not like it doesn't get the job done. It's not like, you know, when it was invented, it was terrible. It doesn't have any performance capabilities as a round, sort of on its own. The problem is, it finds itself between 9mm and 45 ACP, and ergo doesn't need to exist. Because here's the thing. Whatever 40 Smith & Wesson does, 9mm just does better. The kinetic energy has been tested by, I think, the CIA or the FBI or something like that, and they found that the difference is negligible. Yeah. So you'd expect, you know, this to be a bigger round and ergo more energy, but You're not really, because there's more, because it's slower than 9mm, I think. That's how the math works, and when you put 2 and 2 together at the end of the day, 9mm has roughly the same effect on target as 40 Smith & Wesson. And if you really, really want to punch something with a bullet and stop it dead in its tracks, just get 9mm hollow points. Why 40 Smith & Wesson? So with 9mm, you get a more affordable round, you get more rounds on target, because, the higher magazine capacity, and you get more controllable recoil. It's just better. it's just better in every way. At least, I haven't shot many 40 Smith & Wesson weapons. Have I shot one? Yeah, I've shot one. It wasn't great. But the gun wasn't great either. But besides the point, it didn't formulate my opinion on the subject. It's just that we'll get back to this ship later, I feel like, so I'm just going to skip over it. There might be stuff upstairs in the captain's cabin and stuff, but I want to get to Skadovsk. At least I think it's Skadovsk. This might be Skadovsk, and the other... Okay. Yep. Did I genuinely get all of them? Because I saw you kill that one, but I thought there was a couple of more down there. Did I actually get all of them? Wow. Okay. Whew. That was one heck of a fight. Alright, good. As I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted. Oh, I did also buy... Wait, didn't I? Did I not get... I thought I did. I thought I got, a plate back in the base, but apparently I didn't. No, I didn't. Oh, that's a shame. I thought I had a plate with me. Alright, we'll grab something to eat real quick. And drink immediately afterwards, but anywho. I'm gonna go down and loot those zombies. Dogs I don't think are gonna have much in the way of valuables. Where is that barge? Literally right up ahead. Okay. Good. I think I know roughly where they were. There was like 1, 2, 3, right? At least. So 40 Smith & Wesson, as I was saying. Completely useless and terrible. No, that's not what I was saying. But, like I said, 9mm just seems to do everything better. Now, at the same time, genuinely, calibers, and in general, different types of calibers are becoming extinct. And I don't think that's a good thing. So, I don't advocate for 40 Smith & Wesson becoming extinct. I really don't. I don't think any caliber should become extinct. As long as, you know, there's any kind of market for it. And there's a very, very specific and simple reason for that. It doesn't need to be the most modern and the most effective thing ever for it to exist and to have a market and for you to shoot it and have fun with it. A lot of it comes down to sentimental value and training. I got into actually a debate about this with someone, a very respectful debate, but in the end we agreed to disagree on most parts, but like I said, very respectful debate. About the caliber in general, and the person in question had 40 Smith & Wesson caliber pistols his entire life and shot nothing but. Which is, you know, the ideal person to debate something like this with. And he said that, well, you know, in his modest opinion, it's the fact that the round's heavier and has a little bit more oomph to it is makes it better than 9mm, and he doesn't really trust the testing done by the CIA, FBI, whatever it was, which is understandable. I mean, given the reputation of certain organizations, yes. You're not shooting at me, are you? Ouch. There's my answer. Straight in the proverbial dome piece. Ouch. Okay. Oh, and here I was thinking we're friends.
Смена магазина!
What the fuck? Okay, fair enough. Why is Hip not shooting at him first? Second... Did he? Okay, like, through the bushes and everything? Wow, alright. That is the weirdest death. Well, not the weirdest death, but that is like the... That is a weird death. That is one of the weirder deaths I've had in this game so far. And we're back here now. You know what? Let's call that a fever dream and go that way for a change. I mean, not for a change. So we never went that way to begin with. Yes? Yes, good. I did make a slight alteration, though, to Hip's gear. I did give her back her original rifle. And I realised that... Well, there's a bit of a bug in the game where weapons appear much smaller in the hands of NPCs for some reason. Not all weapons, and not always, but sometimes. And this experimentation actually cost me a fair bit. I actually tried to give her an AK-103. And I bought one for her, and I was like, yeah, right, this is what you're getting now. Because I thought it's a similar size to the AK-74, and it would look better in... well, let's say she would like the weapon more, right? Give her a roleplay reason. No. Turns out, Just no. It looked ridiculous. And so... hello? I gotta wonder, does this show me the anomaly? Or is it also showing something else? I'm gonna assume it's just the anomaly that it's showing me. And move on with my life. Yeah. Probably that, right? Now, there's the helicopters. I don't suppose I could just climb up the hill. Probably not. It looks too steep. Well, my destination remains... Sorry about that. My destination remains partially the same. I just have to get to it via ever so slightly different means. Which is fine. There's also a part of me thinking, right, now that I have this, I'm gonna wanna go and, you know, start hunting for some artifacts. Because I can see everything. But I don't have those containers to hold them, and... yeah, honestly, they're just a bit of a hassle. But yeah, I'm just confirming. I've actually never used this thing in my life. Ever. I think the bear detector is the best I've ever gotten, or the Veles. Yeah, I think it was the Veles detector, and this is the Svarog. I've actually, like I said, never used this. So I'm looking forward to giving it a spin. I didn't know it actually, like, displays anomalies properly. Which is interesting, but... right. This is perhaps ever so slightly more useful. Bandits, free stalkers, free stalkers, free stalkers. Okay. The area looks secure. Let's go and investigate. Obviously not through the front gate. That'd be a bit. Ouch! Grenades hurt a lot. Okay. I see him.
You there? Okay. I need to make my way over to you so I don't shoot you accidentally. And we can push up together. He's bound to move. He's right there, like right there. I hate how much I flinch every time. Did it get him? Yeah, it did. Fuck me. That was way too painful for an engagement like that. Way too painful. I mean, straight up ridiculous. Hopefully there's at least a little bit of good loot to be gained from all of this. Man, that was... Literally, I was looking at the PDA and I'm like, oh wow, the entire map looks completely safe. Ah, fuck. It's like, that's weird, there's nothing anywhere on the map that looks remotely dangerous. Gee, I wonder why. Fucking hell. Okay, let me sort these. Whoa, whoa. Okay. AP. There. Now, what do I have to fix the armor? Heavy sewing kit. Yeah, I bought a few of those. Alright, I'm good. Yeah, I'm right. I reckon I'm good. Just get the heavy sewing kit, it'll fix the armor, and I'm happy. Yeah? 286 out of 95 maximum. Ooh, okay, rope to 91. This to 93. Let's do that. And that'll hold for now. I'll fix it again later if I get shot at. But, good lord, that was terrifying. I saw the bandits in the back of the camp and I was like, ah, that's it. They just, they were there and they just moved a little bit. The area's safe. Guess again. 94, this is 93, it'll do. It'll do. Sodding hell, that was... Oh, I actually did get this guy. Huh. Alright. Breathe a little bit now. Whew. Glue tubes and stuff. Don't need many of those. Okay. Last one. Well, oddly enough, I got most of what I lost back. Ugh. Terrible barrel. But I might be able to pedal it for something. Doubt this guy has much of anything I can use. Yeah. Just gonna go ahead and assume these guys are friendly because they haven't blown my head off while I was looting. Man, that was quite something, eh? Oh, I've forgotten to heal my leg. How'd you forget to heal a leg? Yeah, look, adrenaline. Both the syringe I took and, mentally speaking, adrenaline. Took the syringe so I can move and actually be combat effective. Probably one of the rare times that I will use that syringe. How many more do I have? Or is it, was it morphine that I took? Either way, they both do pretty much the same thing. Yeah. Let's put Propitol on 4, I think. Yeah. Propitol on 4, and, did my plate break? Or did I just not replace one? It might have actually broken. Either way, I'll get one at Skadovsk, hopefully, if they have one. If not, I'll just go back to the army, to the Merc base when I'm done with this. But for now, let's be a little bit more careful in our endeavors to explore. He says just running straight into the gas station and meeting another stalker. Thankfully friendly, but it didn't have to be. 5 hours or so until a blowout. I reckon that's my cue to be a little bit more, well, not to be a little bit more, to remain, let's say, a little bit more loose with my, movement and tactical clearing and all of that good stuff. In other words, I'm going to have to throw caution to the wind a little bit. Okay, so 5 hours is not a lot of time, and I would very much like to not get my brain fried. So let's, you know, do everything in our power to avoid aforementioned brain frying. The sunset is beautiful, he says. Is that the ship, or, no? I guess not. Assume the ship, as in the settlement, have some guards. This does not. Though I could get up there and get a look around, I reckon. Could do much the same from over here. Did you just punch it to death? Because when you did, it sounded like a deflated balloon. What, do you reckon there's more stuff? See, this is why I like traveling with companions. While I'm out here being a nerd. Ah. With my long-range scope and everything, someone can watch my back, but, Oh, for fuck's sake. Not a good time to run out of ammo. He bled out, didn't he? Bloodsucker, I mean. Yeah, look at that. There he is. Holy hell, that is terrifying. That is genuinely terrifying. Just the sheer sight of it under the water. Ugh. Okay, I'm just gonna reload my magazine real quick and, well, it might take a minute, but we'll be back at it after this.